Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Danielle if you're new, and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, and newly eBay. Today is Wednesday, and if you are new here, you are not aware that Wednesdays are dedicated to What Sold Wednesday videos. Now, what this means is I go through all of my sales from the previous week. I talk about them more in depth to kind of talk about what sold, how much it sold for, how long it took to sell, and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in seeing my sales from last week, go ahead and keep watching. Before we jump into my sales from last week, I do want to thank Vendoo for sponsoring today's video. If you don't know what Vendoo is a software that allows you to cross-list and relist your items extremely fast, and it also allows you to have access to analytics that can take your business to the next level. I have been loving Vendoo recently, and especially just now starting on eBay. It has made it extremely fast and easy to cross-list onto eBay. With a couple clicks in about 1 minute, I can have a listing cross-posted to eBay, and I cannot tell you how much time Vendoo has saved me and my business. I used to do cross-listing and relisting the old-fashioned way, dragging and dropping, copy and pasting. But I tell you guys, as soon as you try Vendoo, you are not going to want to go back. So if you are interested in trying out Vendoo for yourself, go ahead and click the link down below, and you can save 25% off your first month subscription. So today we're going to be going over sales from October 10th to October 16th, and I had quite a bit of sales, so I would definitely grab a snack and a drink because we will be here for a while. We're going to go ahead and jump into October 10th. The first sale I made was a Poshmark sale, and it was a Matilda Jane Character Counts women's black long sleeve mini dress in a size small. This sold for $28 with a Poshmark fee of $5.60, and then I was left with $22.40. This dress I got at the thrift store for $3. It took just under 2 weeks to sell, so it sold extremely fast. I had this listed at $35 originally and received a $28 offer. I immediately accepted. It was a great offer, and it still had an amazing profit, so I'm really happy with this sale. Moving on to the next sale, it is another Poshmark sale. This is by the brand of Vivia, and if you don't know what that is the like girls version of Lululemon. And this is a pair of girls' black full-length leggings in a size 12. They sold for $20 with a Poshmark fee of $4, and then I was left with $16. They took about 3.5 months to sell, so I'm not mad at the sale. This is definitely not a brand I pick up all the time. I decided to pick these up because they were $2, and I knew I'd make a good profit. Even if I sold them for $20, even $15, I still would have made a pretty good profit. So I did pick this brand up. It's not a brand I always pick up. I think I had them listed at maybe 28, maybe even 30 originally, and just wanted to move them quickly. So when I received a $20 offer, I just accepted. I'm still happy with the sale, but I don't know if I'd pick these up again. They did have some wear, but I'm still happy with the sale. And next up is another Poshmark sale. This is by the brand of Stuart Weitzman. These are a pair of leather point-toe ankle booties in a size 5.5. These sold for $60 with a Poshmark fee of $12, and then I offered a shipping discount of $1.50, and then I was left with $46.50. These are from a flip lot. They took about 2.5 months to sell. This lot was very close to like being at the end of it, so I decided to send, I think, 20% offers out, and these ended up selling from those offers. This was a great sale. They sold really fast, and they had a really great profit, so I'm really happy with it. And next up is a Mercari sale, and this is a pair of Madewell 10-inch high-rise skinny jeans in the Danny wash. These sold for $41 with a selling fee of $4.10 and a processing fee of $1.49, and then I was left with $35.41. These jeans I also got from a flip lot. They took just under a week to sell, so they sold extremely fast. I had them listed at $50 originally, and then received a $41 offer and went ahead and accepted. I love selling Madewell jeans. They typically sell in a pretty good time frame. Some of them sit for a little longer, depends on the style and the size and just all that kind of stuff, but typically they sell pretty fast for me, and typically I can get a really good amount for them. And the last sale on October 10th was a Poshmark sale. This is a Knox Rose red plaid button front top in a size large. This sold for $12 with a Poshmark fee of $2.95, and I was left with $9.05. This shirt I actually got for free from a friend of mine, and it sold in about 2.5 weeks. Target brands are not something I pick up at the thrift store, but if I do receive like Target brands or American Eagle or something for free, I will list them, and they typically do sell pretty fast. So if you can get like Target brands at, let's say, the Goodwill outlet, the bins, I would definitely say pick it up, but typically I would not pay more than like $1 for a Target brand item. Moving on to October 11th, the first sale I made was a Mercari sale. This is a pair of Sperry women's Seaport penny loafers. These sold for $25 with a selling fee of $2.50 and a processing fee of $1.03. I was left with $21.47. These were also from a flip lot. They took about 2.5 months to sell. This was another item that was about to expire, and I actually had sent offers out, and then this person messaged me back and said, would you take 25? And I said, sure. I want to say I had these listed at $35 originally, and then 25 is what they sold for. It's not bad. Sperry's don't typically sell for a lot for me. They just kind of sell in just the mid-grade price range, but they still sold pretty fast, so I'm happy with the sale. And next up is a Poshmark sale. This is by the brand Maeve, which is an Anthropologie brand. This is a black and white long sleeve tweed dress in a size large. This sold for $22 with a Poshmark fee of $4.40, and then I was left with $17.60. This dress was also from a flip lot, and it took just under 3 months to sell. I think there was only like a few days left until this lot was expiring. So when I received a $22 offer, I went ahead and accepted. I think I had it listed at maybe $28, so it was still a very reasonable offer. Maeve is not a brand I really pick up really anymore. Anthropologie is a brand that I'm really picky with all of their sub brands and just the Anthropologie brand because it doesn't really sell as well as it used to. So this dress obviously didn't sell for a ton, but it still did make a small profit, so I can't be mad at it. And next is another Poshmark sale. This is a pair of Hudson dark wash low-rise signature bootcut jeans in a size 28. These sold for $40 with a Poshmark fee of $8, and then I was left with $32. These jeans I got from the thrift store for $6.50, and they took 2 weeks to sell. These sold extremely fast. $6.50 is typically that's like the most I'll spend on any pair of jeans near me, because I usually just go on sale days to the thrift store. So $6.50 is a little on the higher side for me, but Hudson typically sells for a good amount. Sometimes it sits for a while, but I was actually surprised that these sold as fast as they did. The low-rise jeans are definitely coming back in style very quickly, and the boot cut as well, so that is why I think these sold so fast. I'm really happy with the sale, and it had an amazing profit. And next up is another Poshmark sale. This is a pair of Everlane, the high-rise skinny jean in a size 27. These sold for $45 with a Poshmark fee of $9, and then I was left with $36. These I also got from a flip lot, and they took 1 week to sell. These also sold extremely fast. I noticed most of my sales are stuff that sold really quickly, which is great. I love moving things very quickly, especially when they're from a flip lot. I want to say these either sold outright or I had them listed at $50 and I sold them for $45. I can't remember which one of those, but I know it was one of those. Everlane, you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you already know that that's one of my favorite brands to sell. It always sells so fast, and it always sells for a really great amount, so I'm very happy with that sale. And next up is another Poshmark sale. This is by the brand of Birkenstock, but it was their Birkies line. It was a pair of brown slip-on clog mules in a size 6. These sold for $60 with a Poshmark fee of $12, and then I was left with $48. These I also got from a flip lot, and they took 3 weeks to sell. They sold really fast. I want to say I had them listed at maybe $75, maybe around there, originally, and then I received a $60 offer and I accepted immediately. It was really reasonable. These had quite a bit of interest, so I knew they would sell pretty fast, and they did. The few times I have sold Birkenstock or Birkies, they have sold pretty fast for me, so loving the brand, and I'm very happy with the sale. And next up is another Poshmark sale. This is by the brand Vans. This is a pair of old school classic white sneakers in a size 10. These sold for $38 with a Poshmark fee of $7.60, and then I was left with $30.40. These were also from a flip lot. They took about 1.5 months to sell, and I don't know if these sold because of the whole crazy everyone wants white Vans to recreate Squid Game costumes for Halloween, or if these just sold because someone wanted them. These were laced Vans, so they don't fully match the Squid Game costume, but I'm assuming a lot of people cannot find slip-on Vans with no laces, so these definitely could have been bought for that purpose. I know the white slip-on Vans sales are up such a crazy amount right now, so I'm not sure if that's what the sale was for, but they sold extremely fast, and typically Vans do sell pretty fast for me, and this was pretty much on par with what I can sell them for, so happy with the sale, and it had good profit for myself and my client. And the last sale on October 11th was a Mercari sale. This is a pair of 7 for All Mankind raw hem Guinevere skinny jeans. These sold for $28 with a selling fee of $2.80 and a processing fee of $1.11, and then I was left with $24.09. These were also from a flip lot. As you can see, I had a ton of flip sales, but that's pretty much normal for me nowadays. These sold in just under 5 months, so this flip lot had been extended. I think this is the second time I extended it, and they actually sold pretty fast after relisting for the second, or I think it was maybe third time. And I had them listed at maybe $35, and I got a $28 offer, immediately accepted. Originally, when I first listed these, I did have them listed even higher than $35, but they was just not getting a lot of interest. So I am happy they sold for $28, but 7 from Unkind is not a brand I like to sell, unless it's the dojo jeans. If it's dojo jeans, I can sell those amazingly, but I find that any other 7 from Mankind style of jean just doesn't really sell very well for me. And moving on to October 12th, the first sale I made was a Poshmark sale. This is a pair of Adriano Goldschmied, the ex-boyfriend high-rise slouchy slim jeans in a size 31. That title was a mouthful. These sold for $38 with a Poshmark fee of $7.60, and then I was left with $30.40. These jeans were also from a flip lot. They took 1.5 weeks to sell. They sold extremely fast. I had them listed for $45 originally, and then received a $38 offer and immediately accepted. It was an extremely reasonable offer. With AG jeans, they sometimes will sell really fast, and then sometimes they sell extremely slow. I think this style was definitely a great style, and I also think it was a newer style and newer pair of AG jeans, which is why I think they sold as fast as they did and for as much as they did. Typically, I can move AG jeans anywhere between $30 and sometimes $45, so happy with this sale. They sold extremely fast, and they had a great profit. Next up is another Poshmark sale. This is another pair of Madewell 9-inch mid-rise skinny jeans in Berkeley black. These were in a size 28. They sold for $49 with a Poshmark fee of $9.80, and then I was left with $39.20. These jeans were also from a flip lot. They took about 3 weeks to sell. I had them listed at $55 originally, and I received kind of a lower offer, and my counter to them was $49, and they ended up accepting. This is why you always counter offers regardless of how low the offer is. The only time I decline offers is if it's like $5, $6. Then I'm like, you're just insulting me at that point. But any lowball offer, I always counter, because this offer was kind of a lowball offer, and my counter was only $6 off my asking, and they went ahead and accepted. So always counter offers, whether they're lowball or not. But these jeans sold extremely fast. I love Madewell jeans. Same thing that I said before. They sell fast. They sell for a great amount, and they had a good profit. And next up is another Poshmark sale. This is by Lululemon. This is just a berry colored long sleeve tee. This was in a size 6. It sold for $25 with a Poshmark fee of $5, and then I was left with $20. This shirt was actually from a flip buyout. I bought it out a little bit ago, and it cost me $4.40. I bought this lot before it actually ended, so now would have been the 3-month time frame that it would have ended in, and this sold. So very happy with the sale. It had a good profit, and it sold fairly quickly. And next up is another Poshmark sale. This is by the brand COS. This is a long wool knit jumper dress in gray in a size large. This sold for $40 with a Poshmark fee of $8, and then I was left with $32. This dress I got from a JOMAR wholesale box. It cost me $3.80. I most likely got it from a reseller CPR box. Those are my absolute favorite. I order those over and over and over again. This took about 4 to 5 months to sell, so sold fairly quickly. This dress did have some staining on it that I did mention in the description. And I had it listed originally a little higher than 40, but with it being stained, when I received a $40 offer, I went ahead and accepted immediately just because it was reasonable. The person did leave me a bad rating because of the stains, even though I put them in the description. Some people just don't read the description, but who cares? I can't be bothered by a bad review. I just don't care about bad reviews, and you shouldn't either. But this dress sold very fast. It had a really great profit, so I'm happy with the sale. And next up is another Poshmark sale. This is by the brand Nike. It was a pink and black pro sports bra in a size medium. This sold for $18 with a Poshmark fee of $3.60, and then I was left with $14.40. This I got from the thrift store, and I paid $4.50 for it, which is a little higher than I like to pay for sports bras. But I do love selling like the Nike Pro sports bras that just have the classic check mark on the front. They always sell pretty fast and for a great amount for me. So this bra ended up selling in 2 months, which is a great time frame. Obviously $4.50 is a tad the higher side, but it still had a profit with it. So can't be mad. I am happy with the sale, but in the future I probably won't pay $4.50. I'd probably stick with my like $3 and under range for those bras, but I'm happy with the sale still. And next up is a Mercari sale. This is just an Old Navy yellow and white striped lace-up tank top. This sold for $10 with a selling fee of $1 and a processing fee of 59 cents. I was left with $8.41. I got this tank top for free in a bag from someone I know. It took 2.5 weeks to sell. It's not a great sale. I would never pick this up at the thrift store, but it was free and it did sell, so I still wanted to share it with you guys, but obviously it's just a measly little profit, but it still matters to me. I love selling free items just because it's all profit, and I usually take lower offers on free stuff just because it's pure profit, but this still sold fast, so I'm happy with it. And the last sale on October 12th was another Mercari sale. This is a pair of Nike black high-rise cropped leggings. They sold for $28 with a selling fee of $2.80 and a processing fee of $1.11. I was left with $24.09. These leggings were once again from a flip lot. They took just over 1 month to sell, so they sold very quickly. I had them listed at $35 originally, $28 offer. I immediately accepted. They sold really fast and they had a really great profit still, so I'm happy. Nike is a brand I am very picky with what I sell. I do like selling their leggings sometimes. These were really trendy and cute style, so wanted to sell them, and they sold fast, so I'm happy with it. And moving on to October 13th, the first sale I made was a Poshmark sale. This is by the brand Nike again. This is a women's heritage fleece sweatshirt in a size medium. This sold for $35 with a Poshmark fee of $7, and then I was left with $28. This sweatshirt was from a flip lot. Once again, it took just over 1 month to sell, so it sold extremely fast. This actually sold outright for $35, which is amazing. This sweatshirt was super cute and on trend in my opinion, so that's why it sold extremely fast. I really have nothing else to say about the sale. I'm happy with it. It sold fast. Like I said, I'm picky with Nike, but this is a really trendy, cute piece. And next up is another Poshmark sale. This is by the brand Everlane. This is a pair of black high-rise straight leg raw hem jeans in a size 28. These sold for $40 with a Poshmark fee of $8, and then I was left with $32. These are, once again, from a flip lot. They took just over 1 week to sell. I had these listed at, I want to say, $45, around there originally. $40 was reasonable to accept an offer for, so I went ahead and accepted. Like I said, Everlane just sells so fast, sells so well. I've only had one Everlane piece that has actually sat and not sold in a good amount of time, so I can't be mad at Everlane. It's one of my favorite brands to sell, so very happy with the sale. And the last sale on October 13th was a pair of Vans. These were an authentic Hawaiian floral sneaker in a size 9. These sold for $28 with a Poshmark fee of $5.60, and then I was left with $22.40. These Vans were, again, from a flip lot. They took 3 months to sell. These sold right as the time frame was ending for this lot, so it was like perfect timing. I had them listed at, I want to say, $35 originally, and this person really wanted me to go below $28, but I was stuck on $28 as my price. I was not budging from $28, so I kept countering $28, and they finally accepted the $28 offer, which is great. These sold in a good amount of time. Vans typically sell pretty fast for me. This was not one of my best selling pairs of Vans for sure, because they're definitely a pattern that you have to find the right buyer for, but they still ended up selling in a pretty good time frame, so I'm happy with it. Moving on to October 14th, the first sale I made was a Mercari sale. This is by the brand Brooks, and it was a pair of women's Ghost 12 Navy and Berry running shoes. These sold for $40 with a selling fee of $4 and a processing fee of $1.46, and then I was left with $34.54. These are, again, from a flip lot. They took 1.5 months to sell. I had these listed at $50 originally and then received a $40 offer and went ahead and accepted. I thought it was still reasonable for the comps that I saw for these shoes, so it was still a reasonable price, and they sold extremely fast, so I cannot complain about it. And next up is another Mercari sale. This is a pair of Adidas women's white sleek low-top sneakers. These sold for $40 with a selling fee of $4 and a processing fee of $1.46, and then I was left with $34.54. These were also from a flip lot. They took just over a week to sell. I don't remember how much I actually listed these at, but it had to be either I think I listed them at 40. If anything, I listed them at like 45. But it was still a really great sale, had a really great profit, and it sold so fast. Adidas is a brand that I sometimes pick up. I'm kind of picky with what I buy. Not all of it sells fast or for a good amount, so you kind of have to be careful there, but typically Adidas is a pretty good selling brand for me. Next up is a Poshmark sale. This is by the brand Pistola. This is actually a pair of new with tag from Stitch Fix pair of jeans. They were the Jennifer Frayed Hem skinny jean in a size 32. These sold for $38 with a Poshmark fee of $7.60, and I was left with $30.40. These were also from a flip lot. These took 3 months to sell, so these sold, I think, either right before the selling period ended or right after I relisted them. I want to say right after I relisted them because I had them originally listed at $45, and then I relisted them at $38, and then they sold full asking price. So that is wonderful. These sold fast. Typically, when items have a newest tag, a Stitch Fix tag on them, they typically do sell fairly quickly for me. Pistola is a brand I don't pick up all the time. I'm very picky with it. White jeans are specifically very hard to move, so the only reason why these sold is probably because they were brand new with the tag, but these still sold really fast and had a great profit, so I'm very happy with it. And next up is another Poshmark sale. This is by the brand Lululemon. They were a pair of brand new with tag Align high-rise pant 25-inch black in a size 8. These sold for $80 with a Poshmark fee of $16, and then I was left with $64. These I actually bought like myself on Mercari in a bundle, and they were the 25-inch inseam ones, which I ended up not liking once I actually got them. So I went ahead and just resold both of them, and now this is the second pair to sell. They took like, I don't know, they sold really fast, like a month maybe even less. I didn't make all my money back, but I almost did. I only lost like a few dollars, which didn't bother me. But I am happy to like recoup pretty much all my money and only lose a couple dollars because I didn't want to ask for a return when it was my personal opinion on them that I didn't like. So I'm happy with the sale, even though it was bought by myself and I technically lost money, but I still wanted to share it with you guys because it did sell. And next up is another Poshmark sale, and this is another pair of Pistola jeans. These are the plus size Ariel high-rise skinny jeans. They were in a size 20. They sold for $20 with a Poshmark fee of $4, and then I was left with $16. I actually bought these at the thrift store for $2, and they took 2 weeks to sell. These did have a little bit of like wear and pilling on the inside of the jean, and they had some wash wear, which is why I sold them for $20. I had them listed at, I think, $25 originally, so it was still a great price to sell them at, and I only got them for $2, so it was a great price. Pistola jeans, and pretty much I think any jean brand in general, tends to sell really fast and well if it is a plus size. I just don't think there's a lot of plus size denim or in general pre-owned fashion out there for the plus size community, so I think that is why they tend to sell pretty fast. The sale had an amazing profit, and I'm really happy with it. And next up is another Mercari sale. This is by the brand Everlane again. This was the slim leg crop jeans in lunar green. These sold for $50 with a selling fee of $5 and a processing fee of $1.75, and then I was left with a $43.25. These are, once again, from a flip lot. These actually sold in 24 hours, and they sold for full asking price of $50. It doesn't really get much better than this. Sales in 24 hours and for full asking price. That's kind of the goal. So this is a great sale, and it just had a great profit, and it sold so fast. Next up is a Poshmark sale, and this is by the brand Madden Girl. These are the Bitsy Bedazzled Heeled Sandals in a size 9.5. They sold for $38 with a Poshmark fee of $7.60, and then I was left with $30.40. These I got from the thrift store for $4.50, and they sold in about 3 weeks. These sold outright for $38, which surprised me a ton because I've never had a pair of Madden Girl shoes sell for a full asking price. These were such a cute pair of sandals, and I showed you guys these in a haul, and I was a little iffy on them because I paid $4.50 and because they were sandals and we're going into cold months. But this is proof that the season doesn't matter. Don't discriminate against any items because of what season we're in. Everything sells year round, and I will always live by that. I sell sandals in the winter and I sell boots in the summer. It happens. So Very happy with this sale. It had a great profit, and it was actually really surprising. Next up is another Poshmark sale. This is by the brand J. Crew. This is a pair of wide leg chambray crop pants in pale C in a size 8. These sold for $29 with a Poshmark fee of $5.80, and then I was left with $23.20. These I got from a JOMAR wholesale box. I bought them for about $4.65. And they took 1 month to sell. I got these in a reseller CPR box, which is my favorite. I already told you guys that. They sold extremely fast. I want to say I had them listed at $38. Received a $29 offer. Decided to accept just to move them quickly. And this box hadn't really had a ton of stuff move. So I just went ahead and accepted. And it was really reasonable compared to the comps I saw. So it was really a great sale. And it still had a great profit. So I'm very happy with it. And the last sale on October 14th was a Poshmark sale. This is a Vineyard Vines navy triangle striped silk top in a size 14. This sold for $18 with a Poshmark fee of $3.60, and then I was left with $14.40. I got this shirt for $1.40, but I have no idea how long I've had it, and I have no idea where I got it. I don't remember getting this shirt, but it's in my spreadsheet under $1.40 of me purchasing it. I don't remember where I got it, so I just went ahead and accepted this offer that I got because I didn't know where this shirt came from, and I only paid $1.40, so great profit still. I'm happy with the sale. Vineyard Vines I'm very, very picky with. It does not sell as well as it used to. This shirt sold, I don't know, how long have I had it? I don't know, I think it took a little bit, so I don't know. Vineyard Vines is a tricky brand. I don't always pick it up, but happy with this sale. Had a good profit. I guess that's all I can say about it because I don't even know where I got it. Moving on to October 15th, the first sale I made was a Poshmark sale. This is a pair of Rock Revival men's Riker straight leg stretch jeans in a size 33. These sold for $65 with a Poshmark fee of $13, and then I was left with $52. These were, once again, from a flip lot. These took 1 day to sell. This is my first time selling Rock Revival, and I'm hooked. I wasn't sure of Rock Revival. I don't think I probably have found it in the past and never picked it up because I didn't know it was a good brand. And my flip client told me she's going to send it to me because it does sell good. So now I know that it sells really, really well. I had these listed at $70 originally and then received a $65 offer and immediately accepted. The most reasonable offer I've ever gotten in my entire life. I had gotten another like really low offer of like $40 like a couple hours prior, and I countered. I think I countered like 60 and they declined, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll still sell them. So really happy with this sale. They sold extremely fast and had a great profit. Next up is another Poshmark sale. This is by The North Face. This is a men's fleece zipper front jacket in a size extra, extra large. This sold for $38 with a Poshmark fee of $7.60, and then I was left with $30.40. This jacket was from a flip lot, and it took just under 3 months to sell. The North Face was in my video about 10 brands I no longer pick up, and I only had this because it was in a flip lot that I received. But I'm not doing the North Face anymore. I'm over it. I'm done with it. If I get it in a flip lot, I will attempt to sell it, but I'm like not buying it from the thrift store. I'm not even looking at it. Like, we're just done with the North Face. It does not sell for me. I don't know what the deal is. This jacket I had listed for obviously 3 months, and it sold, which is good. I received an offer. I think 38 is kind of low for the North Face, but I don't know. I'm just done with it. I've broken up with it. It does not do good. If it does good for you, I'm jealous because I cannot get it to move for the life of me. Next up is another Poshmark sale, and this is by the brand Mr. Larkin. This is a navy blue button-down puff sleeve top in a size small. This sold for $45 with a Poshmark fee of $9, and then I was left with $36. This shirt I got from a JOMAR box for $4.65, and it sold in 1 month. This is from a reseller CPR box, probably 50 piece. That's my favorite, like I said before. This brand is actually new to me, and when I was looking up comps, the comps were actually really, really good for this brand, but they were also kind of all over the place. Like, there'd be really good comps, and there'd be a couple that are like, okay, $15, and I'd be like, okay, I don't know what to list it at. So I went ahead and I listed this top at I think $65 or $60, one of those two. And I wasn't sure how much it sold for, but I was like, I'd rather list it a little higher and take an offer than list it way too low and lose out on money. So I went back and forth with this person a couple times. Their offer started at like, I think $30 or something. And we finally landed on $45, which I thought was very reasonable. I definitely will be looking out for this brand because it sold really fast and for a really great amount. Next up is another Poshmark sale. This is a White House Black Market black and blue floral mock neck top in a size 6. This sold for $19 with a Poshmark fee of $3.80, and then I was left with $15.20. This is another item that it says I got it for $1.40, and I have no idea where I got it, when I got it, what happened. I guess I'm happy with it. I don't know. I'm sure it took a little bit to sell. White House Black Market is a brand I don't really pick up super often, and I'm very picky with the stuff I do pick up. It has to be a really, really recent style. Has to be pretty cheap. Like jeans, I will pick up sometimes if they're like $3 and under and a good style, but for the most part, I don't really pick up White House Black Market often, but this is still a good sale. I made a profit. I don't know where I got it, but I made a profit still. And the last sale on October 15th was a Mercari sale. This is by the brand Fry. It was a pair of women's Melissa button-tall boots. These sold for $68 with a selling fee of $6.80 and a processing fee of $2.27. And then I was left with $58.93. These boots, I actually did a flip buyout for. I paid $7.50 for them, and they took just over 3 months to sell. These actually sold, I want to say the day I bought them out, which I told you guys this before. Every time I buy out a flip lot, something I bought out sells the same exact day or right after I bought it out, which the universe must know that I buy it out or something, because this is not a coincidence any longer. But these still did sell really fast, right over 3 months. So very happy with this sale. Typically with Fry boots, I cannot move them for as much as everyone else moves them for, and I cannot move them as fast. I was very happy that these only took about 3 months to sell. And I did want a little more for them, but $68 is still very reasonable for Fry boots. These were in great condition. And I'm not mad at the sale. I think it was still a really great profit, and I'm still really happy with it. Now, moving on to October 16th. The first sale I made on October 16th was an eBay sale. This is my first eBay sale I'm reporting to you guys on What Sold Wednesday, which is very exciting. And I don't know how exactly I'm going to put up a picture of the item. I guess I'll figure that out so when I'm editing this. But this is a pair of Vuori, I don't know how you say the brand, but I'm loving this brand. This is from a flip lot. They were a pair of like men's charcoal gray joggers. They sold in about 4 days on eBay, which is great. I did accept an offer. I think I had them listed at $65 or $60 originally, and ended up selling for $45. The eBay fee was $7.22, I think. Guys, bear with me with eBay stuff. I'm not 100% sure about eBay, but this was a flip lot, so then I paid out my commission to my client, and then I was left with $16.73 after that. I haven't really determined how I'm going to do these eBay sales yet, so just work with me while I figure it out, but that is what profit I was left with. These sold so fast. They had a great profit, and I'm very happy with it. This brand has definitely become one of my favorite brands. Even only selling it twice, it sold really fast both times and for a great amount. Moving on to the next sale on October 16th, it was a Mercari sale. This was an Under Armour women's black reactor woven vest. It sold for $40 with a selling fee of $4 and a processing fee of $1.46. I was left with $34.54. This vest was also from a flip lot. It took just under 1 month to sell. It actually sold full asking price, $40, which surprised me a ton. Under Armour is not a brand I can typically move for much at all, but apparently this vest was a great buy by my consignment client, which kudos to her. I would have never bought this Under Armour vest, but this had a great profit and it sold extremely fast, so I'm really happy with it. And next up is a Poshmark sale. This is by the brand Collusion. This is a pair of black jogger cargo pants in a size 8. They sold for $20 with a Poshmark fee of $4, and then I was left with $16. These were, again, from a JOMAR box, and they cost me $4.65 and took just over 1 month to sell. These pants were a very trendy pair of pants. I had them listed at $28 originally and received a $20 offer and accepted. This brand, Collusion, I had never heard of before when I got it in my JOMAR box. It looks like it's selling at ASOS, which typically ASOS brands and ASOS itself doesn't really sell for a ton, but they ended up selling for 20 bucks, which is still a great profit. I think what led to that is the trendiness of them, but I don't know if I'd pick this brand up in the future. Obviously, if I get it in another wholesale box, I would list it, but I don't know if I'd pick it up from the thrift store. And then the very last sale on October 16th and for last week was actually a bundle sale. And this bundle sale had a mix of consignment and wholesale and my stuff. So it was a little confusing to like price out, but I finally figured it out. This bundle sold for $128 with a Poshmark fee of $25.60, and then I was left with a $102.40 as my profit. The first item in the bundle was a Rails Ella striped button-down shirt in a size small. I had it originally listed at $30, so it sold in this bundle, and this is actually from a flip lot, and it took just at the 4.5 month mark to sell. I was actually about to return these items, and I hadn't actually deleted them yet, and this one ended up selling, so I went ahead and sold it in this bundle. The next item is a Paige Janelle ruffle plaid shirt in a size small. This is also listed at $30 originally, and then it sold in the bundle. This shirt is actually one of the items I was about to send to ThredUp because I've had it for a really long time. I don't know how much I paid for it. It's just kind of like wasting space. So I ended up actually selling this bundle, which made me really happy because prior to this shirt had literally no interest whatsoever. So I just was happy that it was finally gone. The next item in the bundle was a line and dot branded with tag button front patterned blouse in a size small. This I had listed at $40 originally, and it sold in the bundle. This came from a JOMAR wholesale box, and I paid $4.50 for it, and it took about 6 months to sell. 6 months is still an okay time frame. It's not the best, but not the worst. It still had a great profit selling in this bundle, so I'm happy with the sale. Line and dot is not a brand I love to sell. I don't really pick it up at the thrift store, but it came in a box, so I listed it anyways. I don't know about this brand. I probably will still continue not to pick it up at the thrift store. It just doesn't sell fast enough for me. And the last item in this bundle was a pair of Legions. I don't know how you say the brand. It's a pair of women's Laguna high-rise French slim release straight leg jeans in a size 26. These I had originally listed at $70, and these were from a flip lot. They sold in 4 days, so they sold extremely, extremely fast. And this whole bundle together, I don't remember the exact price of it, but I offered her 25% off the whole bundle, and she went ahead and accepted, which surprised me because typically people do not accept my bundle offers, but I was pleasantly surprised when she accepted. Overall, everything had a great profit still, and it still sold for a great amount. So really happy with this bundle sale. I hadn't actually made a bundle sale in a while, so I was pretty surprised to make one. So very happy with this sale and everything that sold in the bundle. I got rid of an old thing, and then sold some things really fast. So I'm happy with the sale, and I'm happy with the profit I made. All right, you guys, that is it for this week's What's a Wednesday video. I know it was, well, feels like to me a million years long because I've been sitting here for so long filming it, but hopefully you guys grabbed a snack and hung out with me for a little bit and enjoyed watching. Let me know what your favorite sale was down below in the comments. I don't even know. I had so many sales this week, I don't even think I remember what all I just talked about, so I can't even pick one right now. But I do want to thank Vendu once again for sponsoring today's video, and if you're interested in trying on Vendu for yourself, don't forget to click that link down below to save 25% off your first month subscription. I promise you will not regret trying out Vendu. It has changed my business so much, so definitely go try it out. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like it if you're enjoying, and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that bell notification to be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again next week.